Yes. Test, test. Test. So, hey guys, I hope everybody enjoyed their time so far. We're going to now do some kind of official speech moment. So, whoever wants to come down to the 11th floor can. If not, please enjoy yourselves on the 12th floor because, as you can see, we're streaming and you can see me. Hello, everyone. We're going to start the official speech moment on the 11th floor. So, whoever wants to come down, please come down. If you want to stay close to the bar, I respect that. You can wait upstairs as well, and you will be able to see the live stream from here. See you shortly. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Great to see you all taking the time out of a Saturday afternoon to come here. I hope you enjoyed playing the escape rooms, or if you didn't, at least enjoyed watching the other people struggle in the escape rooms. Um, we'll make this official part quite short, but I just wanted to take a moment to stand where we came from, because for me it's quite surreal to think about, and that less than 2 years ago I started to play with the idea of WorkNomads, which was actually the main idea is to give talented people from all over the world the opportunity to live and work anywhere in the world. Which, if you think about it, it's quite a simple idea, right? But the labor and tax regulations don't really allow this kind of lifestyle. And I don't even talk about the immigration and visa processes that you need to do. So I needed to come up with a concept, that would allow this lifestyle, this freedom, this ultimate freedom, within the current legal framework. And so WorkNomads was born. I was very fortunate to find an investor, Roland, who can't be here today, who backed me and who's completely aligned with the way we do things and is really a big believer in the future way of living and working that we're promoting with WorkNomads. So I made this PowerPoint presentation with the concept and the idea. And so now all I needed to do was to find a patient zero, because somebody that would help me try to execute this. So on the 1st of April, I emailed our lovely Queen Bee, Galina, and she was brave enough to meet me. And for some reason, she was foolish enough to start this adventure with me. So after we are partners in crime, we knew the next steps would be to go after nomads, to go after clients, and to find a home for our lovely idea, which was this hotel. So last year, around October, we signed the deal for the hotel, and we acquired our lab master with it, Alexander. And so we immediately started refurbishing because the time was ticking, Our first nomad started in January earlier this year. And our first nomad staying in the hotel was only February of this year. And I remember this very well. It was Michael, I don't know where he was. He was the host of the ESG room. But we welcomed him probably with 10 people, trying to impress him, trying to distract him from the fact that he was actually staying here all by himself by the hotel, just him and the security guard. But nevertheless, we had to start somewhere. This was where we were at that point in time with the company. And so that was February this year, and fast forward 6 to 8 months, here we are all today, and I couldn't be prouder of where we are. We are currently, I will show you, with 57 people in the company. So we grow extremely fast, and we're around 10 different nationalities, which is amazing, and it's only the start, if I'm honest. Very proud of our community team that is spreading the word, the love and the message, what we're trying to stand for. They've acquired many social media following, and this is how we want to really show the world what we stand for and how we want to attract the right people for our community. And for those who played the room, so when we acquired the former Suite Hotel, it was a great hotel, 4-star hotel. It was in a pretty good condition. We only wanted to give it a new look and feel. And so for me, it's very important to promote also a sustainable lifestyle. And so we try to reuse as many items as possible in the rooms. So maybe you didn't notice it, but on average, we reuse over 30 items in the room. So I want to play a good little competition. Whoever can give me the complete list, I will promise you free Belgian beer until the end of the year. I mean, these are just a couple of points. And where I see the future is obviously we want to increase our diversity quote. It's very important. And for that, we need to stress the importance of having remote work with our clients, because unfortunately we're dealing with a lot of non-EU nationals, and we will have some testimonials today. You're placed in this position, you actually see how constraining it can be for people that are not born in the EU to live and work where they want. And so the initial period will always have to be remotely, and it's going to be a big focus point for us. And then lastly, as I said, we are very big on a sustainable lifestyle. We have an ESG policy. We're committed to publish our first ESG report early next year. We'll report on our diversity figures, we'll report on our gender pay gap, because for me it's very important. We measure what we treasure, and it's all about creating awareness, you know. And speaking about treasuring, I obviously treasure all the fools that have joined me in this crazy adventure. And so for me, it's now time to shut up and give the word to the fantastic people that made this happen. So I'll introduce you to my first colleague, which is Rossen. His official title is Counter-Strike, and he's been instrumental in delivering the engineering services to our clients these last few months. So Rossen, the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Catherine, for the good words. So, hello everyone. Welcome to our great event. Thanks. It's a real pleasure and honor for us to get all of you gathered here. So, before I start, just to tell you one thing, I'm really not a very good presenter, so bear with me, okay? So, here is my short story with WorkNomads. A time ago, I felt a very strong need to change myself, to change my professional life and my career. So I started looking for new opportunities. It was not an easy thing. After 20 years spent in various corporate businesses, so you may imagine. And then after, it was something like 8 months ago, in early afternoon, in an early spring afternoon, a friend of mine called me, asking me a very strange question. So, you know what? Are you ready to jump in a new challenge, new professional challenge, and start working in a startup company? So, being honest, at that time, I didn't have a clue what exactly a startup company means, except few articles on LinkedIn and few other social media. So I was really shocked hearing myself saying almost immediately, yes, I am ready to take the challenge. So a couple of hours later, when I started reflecting on what I did, I told in the evening to my wife, you know what, I'm becoming either crazy, so I'm losing out of my mind, or I'm going crazy, because I never take such an impulsive things in my life usually when it comes to my professional life and career. So probably I thought to myself, the saying is this saying is right. There is an old saying that the right opportunity comes when you are really ready for it. So I think this was my case, more or less. So all my professional life I was extremely consistent beforehand. So going through my education, so higher school, then university, then second university, then my career in the corporations, always trying to get a higher position, a better position. And then I gained a lot of engineering experience throughout my life. I was leading teams, I was leading projects, sometimes I was managing line of businesses. But I always believe that there is a unique place on earth where if I could go, I could make a difference for the world. I could make the world a better place, a more sustainable place for our kids, for my kids to live in, for their kids to live in as well, and for kids of their kids as well, so that we fight for a better world constantly. It's so important these days. And also to a place where if I could go, I could make and add value to someone else's life and to make someone else's life happier and more precious. So here we are in WorkNomads. where we are connecting customer needs with the right talents from all over the world, with no limitations for nationality, race, religion, gender, or age. It's so extremely important these days. So now I think we have already nationals from 10 countries, and the number still continue to grow. So all these people, you could imagine we have now the dream team of all these people from various nationalities, and this is so multicultural, colorful, diverse set of bright minds gathered that are every day that are delivering new ideas, sharing solutions with us, with the customers, working in an excellent team environment. So what we do actually, we design engineering services, we create labs, we're planning nowadays even productions. So we do mechanical, electronics, structural designs, we program, we create software, and many other things, all aimed with only one single purpose, and this is to find an answer and a solution to any customer need or to any question that the customer may send to us and expect an answer and solution. So I'm really proud that I'm part of this family. It's a great family where everyone could give his best and show his best skill set so that we have a better community. It's our community, WorkNomads community, and I'm really proud that I'm part of it. And last but not least, I really want to take the whole WorkNomads team. Guys, thanks a lot that you trusted in me, that you gave me this opportunity to become part of this family. Believe me, we'll do together great things, and I'm here until we do it. So thanks a lot again. Thank you for your attention. And I'm giving the floor now to our charming colleague, who is our university booster, Gergana Manovski. She will share with you her story. So, Gergana.
Thank you, Rosen. Thank you, Rosen, for taking the hard part, explaining what WorkNomads do. And now I'll do the easy part, telling just my story. Not to repeat myself, not to repeat Rosen's story. So we met with Katrin in October 2021, and I'll never forget this, because I had a similar experience as Rosen had. There was no history of this company, there was nothing, just one website which was telling nothing. So when I met Katrin, I apologized myself and I said, Katrin, excuse me, but can you tell me what WorkNomads actually do? So she was so kind to explain, and she assured me that I'm not the first person asking this question. So actually, then this conversation we had, it actually transferred from a job interview to brainstorming, how to make this idea come true and how to create nation without a country. So actually, this first day was our first project born about the destination deals. So for those who don't know, the destination deals is part of our project where our nomads can stay and work here in Bulgaria, or they can travel in more exotic places like Colombia, like Bali, like Thailand, and they will be welcomed there by a dedicated WorkNomads host. They will be shown around, they will be secured. So this is our first project that we now finally launched at the end of the year, as everything else, so we'll see how it goes. So this is the first time I met Katrin. I said yes, I agreed. My theory is that she always met us in a very nice restaurant in Sofia, in the city center, so she could put something in our drink and hypnose us, so we could all say yes. Right, Rosen? Yes, he agrees. So after 12 months, for me, the biggest challenge was not this beast of a building, like 15,000 square meters that we had to renovate. in the most sustainable way Bulgaria has never seen before. But for me, the biggest challenge was to create this community, which I'm very proud of, because here, for me, WorkNomads is not like a standard corporation with thousands of policies written somewhere in a book which nobody opens. For me, WorkNomads is like ideology for stress-free, healthy lifestyle. People have the freedom to be themselves, because as you all know, we don't care about what kind of age you are, if you're a boy or a girl, what is your race, what is your sexual orientation. What we care about is what kind of person you are and how you would like to grow and develop your potential. So many people ask me, okay, how come from zero for 12 months you became something? And not only something, but so recognized among young people, and everybody now wants to work for you. My theory is that from the very first day that the Katrin had her idea, that idea was the main core, and the main purpose of that idea was not making money, but helping people. Therefore, I would like to thank personally Katrin for giving each and every one of us the opportunity to join her fairy tale dream and make it the real WorkNomads universe today. Thank you. So now I'm going to give the floor to the most beautiful and the sexiest engineer I know personally. The lady who can turn stones into rubies, our alchemist, beautiful Michaela.
Hello everyone, zdravejte. So my name is Mihaela Mocanu. I'm just a Romanian chemist that crossed the border for love initially, and yes, and then I started to look for a job, and it sounded a bit crazy when I've seen the announcement from WorkNomads that a chemical engineer or chemist could work remotely or in a hybrid mode. So I applied, and shortly Anna contacted me, and we had our first interview, and in a few days the second one. And this is the short story how I joined the WorkNomads. And even if I was skeptical at the beginning, then I started to love it. I love the idea of flexibility and the freedom that WorkNomads offered me in my working. I work together with the team, so now I can happily say that we have opened a laboratory, which will be functional very soon. And from the idea of opening just one laboratory, we moved to opening an entire plant. So we're going to have production soon. And it's like a dream where you start for one idea and then multiple ideas are coming and you are creating something bigger. And for me, it's something that I've never imagined that I would be doing, except working in just a simple laboratory as a chemist. So I'm a bit nervous. So shortly, this is my story.
Thank you.
I will invite the wizard content of WorkNomads to share her story also.
Hi, my name is Ellie. I just like to first stand up because it's really hard to sit with those cameras. Secondly, a few warnings. I have the brain of a goldfish, so I don't remember any of my speech that I actually wrote down yesterday. So I'll be improvising. Shortly, to say, I started working in WorkNomads March this year. It was a very bad part of my life. Literally, I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to put everyone down. But yeah, basically, WorkNomads is everything my inner child has dreamed of, because I've always dreamed of having a job that involves traveling, and it's very flexible, and also involves photography and being creative, because that's sort of the person I am, if you can't tell by my Rambo look. So that's what WorkNomads offers me, and I really enjoy working with all of my creative teammates, because they actually value my opinion, and having in mind that I'm one of the youngest people here, and that's something I really value in a company, because other companies I've worked for are very corporate, and when they see a young face, they think your opinion doesn't matter because you don't have that much of an experience as I do, even though sometimes our views might help to see the world in a different way. This is nothing as the things I said yesterday in our rehearsal, but I think you can enjoy my awkward speech, and I'll give the... Thank you. Yes, my thoughts are very chaotic, so I'm gonna give the floor to our captain of the customer support team, Timofey.
Thank you. For words, but you've made a beautiful video, and maybe you should show how you felt. That's what I forgot. I expect you guys to cry, so not too much.
I'm leaving home for the coastline, someplace under the sun. I feel my heart for the first time, 'cause now I'm moving on, yeah, I'm moving on. And there's a place that I've dreamed of, where I can free my mind. I hear the sounds of the season and lose all sense of time. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean. The summer air by the seaside, the way it feels our lungs. The fire burns in the night sky. This life will keep us young, yeah, keep us young. We will sleep by the ocean. Our hearts will move with the tide, and we will wake in the morning to see the sun paint the sky. I'm moving far away to a sunny place where it's just you and me. Feels like we're in a dream. You know what I mean.
Hello everyone, thank you. I'm Timo, as explained, I manage the customer support team for us here at WorkNomads. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to follow that, but I'm going to try. If you ask anyone who works in this business and you ask them what is the most important thing in customer support, probably most of them will say the mute button, actually. But the second thing that is most important is the people. And I think this is why WorkNomads and customer support is such a natural combination. Because I, for example, am a pretty extreme introvert in what is a very extroverted line of work. Which just goes to show there's a place here for everyone. You get back as much as you put in. When I first was approached, actually, by Gagana and later Galina, I actually, at some point, I said, I'm not sure this is the right fit for me. And most of the time, when you do that, the company does not come back to you with anything else than a perfunctory thank you note. A week later, actually, I got a call. And they said, you know what, tell us what you think would be the right fit for you, and we will find it. And that is exactly how I ended up here. Which just goes to show for me that for our customer support team, but for the entire company, if there's a place for you, we will find it. And if you put in a lot, you will get back a lot. And for that, I just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you. And I will give the word to Potso, who is our cat designer and boatswain.
Good late afternoon to everybody. For those who do not know who I am, my name is Khopotso, and everybody who does know me, they call me Tso. I am originally from South Africa, and I landed in Bulgaria last year in October because my wife, who is Bulgarian, was homesick. So happy wife, happy life. Otherwise, yeah. I came across WorkNomad while I was going through online looking for work. And I came across a CAD designer position, and there is a wonderful lady in the audience. I cannot see who. There she is, there she is, there she is. She processed me through, and I got to meet some very incredible people, some very beautiful, some, yes. And they introduced me to the company in Belgium called Polytech, and that is I render services to Polytech, and they are absolutely spectacular and fantastic. And through being here at WorkNomads, I have a team of 2 teams, in fact. The WorkNomads team and the Polytech team. I don't want to mention any names in case I forget somebody, then, complications later when it's like, why didn't you mention me, blah, 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 blah. So I love all of you. They're over there and over here. And as time went on, I actually got to understand a little bit more what WorkNomads is. So I have my own interpretation. And mine would be, if I were to take WorkNomads and convert it into a gadget, I would call it like the very first iPhone. Because it is a phone on its own, pretty capable of functioning. Yet it has integrated so many different fields, a telephone, fax, phone, music, everything. But they all work under one banner called an iPhone. So when I look at WorkNomads, it's exactly, well, very close to that, where it's a nucleus which works, and it works with other independent entities, and together they function. That model was absolutely brilliant to me, and I thought to myself, I have no idea what tomorrow is going to look like, but right now I'm very happy. And also when I was lost in Europe, which is true, by the way, Rasan and Biliana are priceless people. Otherwise, I'll be somewhere in Siberia, freezing and stuff. And I managed to get back to Bulgaria. I was coming from Belgium. It took me 3 days through buses, speaking German, which I do not know, and other European languages I do not know. But eventually I got back to Bulgaria, which was very strange because along the way I was telling people, no, I'm going home. And it's like, where's home? And it's like, Bulgaria. It's like, they look at me, it's like, yeah, sure, of course, yeah, we believe you. But all in all, I'm very, very grateful to everybody who has opened the doors to me here in Bulgaria and in Belgium. And they are sitting over there at the back and smiling. And there they are, over there. And I have met great people who are not my direct colleagues, like the people who have spoken before me, and it's been an awesome journey, and I look forward to the road ahead. I would like to introduce my other colleague through the WorkNomad, whose name is Mohammed. He is not here right now, and Galina will speak a little bit more about him. Thank you very much.
My name is Muhammad. I am a web developer at WorkNomads, and I am happy that I have been invited and accepted into the warm family of WorkNomad. And currently I am working from Istanbul and will be finding my way soon to Sofia. I am looking forward to getting to know more the rest of the family. See you soon. Hello, my name is Muhammad. I am a web developer at WorkNomads.
For whom didn't hear. So we'll be finishing soon and moving to the drinking part. I was before LAN. So I'm very privileged to speak from the eyes of the first victim of Catherine. Where we didn't have any sailors, any boost universe, any counter strikes. I was not a queen bee, I was only me, and we met in a cafe. So when we speak to each other, one common theme always raises that every one of us thought she's crazy from the beginning. So yeah, to me she sounded like somebody who has read a lot of fantasy novels as well. But there was something really stable about her, which was comforting me. I knew that she was a lawyer. So I have a special, I have a special respect for a lawyer. So that, okay, so what she's dreaming of, creating this nation without a country, sounded pretty impossible to me. But I really love the saying that many, many things sound impossible until they happen. So I wanted to give it a try. Everyone who knows me, my friends and family, they know that I divide my life in 2 eras. Era before WorkNomads and era after WorkNomads. In the era before, I was part of the corporate industry, pharmaceutical industry, and I really loved it there because I had a great cause. Every day I was waking up, going to work, knowing that I will save someone's lives today, or I will help somebody to have a better quality of life with less pain or less anxiety. I left the industry, not only the pharmaceutical industry, but the corporate industry for personal reasons. And though I felt capable of doing quite a lot of things, I missed a cause, I missed a purpose. And there she came, telling me about this amazing adventure. So yes, now I just wanted to talk about Mohammed, because now after 18 months I look into life through a very different angle. Yes, physical health and mental health, they sit on the top of the pyramid. But if we think about people like Mohammed, who is a Lebanese who immigrated in Turkey and lives from there. His both physical health and mental health are under risk because before he met us, he didn't have a lot of opportunities in life. He couldn't work what he wanted to work from where he wanted to work. Because if you're born somewhere outside of the big alliances of the world, like the European Union or the United States, etc., you don't have the same possibilities. So I'm really proud now to save human lives in a different way together with you guys. And if I look at Catherine, I'll cry, so I will not. I'm so happy to be here. And not only to help people lead a better life, a better quality of life, no matter where they get born, but also help our clients reach their goals through such an amazing workforce that we have here. Because we work with amazing people. Muhammad is now a full stack developer for a great client of ours, working remotely for a Belgian client, and he will soon get here, and we're waiting forward to meet him. So welcome to our first home base and to the new future of workforce. Thank you so much. And now the cherry of the tort, our last speaker for today. I'll give the word to our crazy. I wanted to say amazing, and I said crazy lab master.
Also like you. Здравейте на всички. Имам честта да говоря последен и ще се възползвам да го направя на два езика. So my speech will be bilingual. Искам да благодаря на всички хора, които повярваха в нас. Повярвайте ми, че е много трудно да се доверят служители, колеги, дори партньорите, които изградиха това. So thank you for the trust in us, to our colleagues and partners sitting here with us. Всички до момента обещаха да защитаваме яростно ценностите си. Понеже аз съм с по-така специфична специализация, ще ви обещая нищо по-малко от студена белгийска бира и топло българско гостоприемство. So, cold Belgian beer and warm Bulgarian hospitality waiting for you upstairs on the 12th floor. Let's go upstairs.